Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually going to be going over my MSS winning team. That is a rendition of what I had brought to Indianapolis, and just me evolving the core a little bit more until we can kind of get ourselves into NAIC. Please share this content around and let me know if there's anything you want me to kind of go over in depth a little bit further. But yeah, this is a very interesting core that I ended up kind of coming up with last second. It's honestly really good. It's not one of those things that you would really expect it to be. I want to be able to go over it and just kind of showcase how strong it is through battles. So the idea still is, relying on your choice specs Miraidon to do really big damage. I have Dragon Pulse, specifically, as surprising as it is, to just not miss Draco Meteor. And a lot of the kills that I'm picking up with Draco Meteor, I can still pick up with Dragon Pulse. So it's not too much of a sacrifice. The biggest thing that I will say is if you're still really antsy about one-shotting a Moongus, you're going to have a hard time with that with Dragon Pulse. But we have another team member on the team that kind of solidifies that, so we'll go over that last, of course. We'll kind of just go down the list. I switched over to, in here, let me switch this up. I switched over to Terra Ground Whimsicott, and I switched to the Focus Sash instead of the Covert Cloak. Reason being is Focus Sash is just a lot more consistent, I've been finding with Whimsicott. And Protect is really nice because being able to protect on your last turn of Tailwind and then being able to reset that it's incredible. It really is. You want to have an attack on Whimsicott, so I would definitely recommend never just not running an attack on Whimsicott. So Moonblast, of course, super obvious, and Encore Locking really still supports Miraidon. Alright, next up I'm going to be going over Urshifu Rapid. Now, Urshifu Rapid Strike, this Choice Banded set that I've been running with, this is kind of still one of those mons where it's bulky enough to kind of really support in that way that you want to be able to switch into. And the choice band gives it enough power to where you can really still pick up the one-shots and really still pressure a lot of mons with it. It's incredible. It is incredible. Next up, let's see. We'll go over my Gothitelle. Now I'm switching to a Twisted Spoon, and I'm going to just be testing Dark Pulse over Foul Play. But this was Foul Play, and this was a Life Orb. Now the biggest problem with Life Orb is the consistent chip, so if you're going for even Fake Out, you're still taking chip damage. But the damage output through Expanding Force is incredibly unexpected, and a lot of individuals might be thinking, why are you running Psy Spam with Miraidon? Doesn't that kind of counteract? And it really doesn't. Being able to switch in Indeedee and kind of always have a terrain advantage, whether you're wanting terrain with Miraidon for its boosted power or sleep immunity, or you're wanting to be able to nerf priority moves and be able to kind of catch people off guard with this expanding force, both of these mons really do what they need to be doing, and they're both incredible. Gothitelle being able to keep things trapped in while being able to take advantage and do massive amounts of damage it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible, and I would highly recommend trying out a set like this just because a lot of people don't really expect damage from Gothitelle. Even if they see it on the open team sheet, it's one of those things where people don't expect how much damage Gothitelle can do. So I've been kind of utilizing that to my advantage. Finally, I'm going to be going over my Indeedee. Not my Indeedee. Indeedee is very straightforward. I went with Rocky Helmet specifically because I wanted to be able to kind of have a answer to physical attackers. And it really does come in a lot more, into a lot more situations than you'd expect it to. So definitely would recommend, if you are trying out this team. I do think Rocky Helmet is the best item on Indeedee at the moment for my team particularly. That little bit of chip really helps the rest of my team kind of pick up KOs. So, and finally, I'll go over my Chi-Yu. Now, I ended up running a fairly interesting Chi-Yu, as you can see. I know the Terra Ground Choice Scarf is picking up. it's a really, really good mon to put next to your Miraidon. It helps like give yourself a lot more damage. Being Terra Ground, you can discharge safely next to it. Opposing Miraidons, Terra Blast will actually one-shot it with this specific spread. So it is a phenomenal mon, and I would highly recommend trying it out. Now, I'm going to jump into some battles just so you guys can kind of see the team in action, and hopefully I can encourage you guys to try out some new really weird things. Because Gothitelle here, being able to Terra Psychic Expanding Force, it's incredible. Now, I want to be able to show you how incredible it is. Hopefully be able to put up some good showcasings for this. So now, Chi-Yu also really helps with, of course, Calyrex Shadow. We see that they have a Wide Guard Focus Sash Hitmontop that might actually come in pretty clutch for them. We'll see how it kind of works out. We've got Torn, we've got Urshi, Dark with Black Glasses. Okay. We see that Scarf Chi-Yu. This one's Terra Ghost, though. And we see Farig. I still really appreciate just kind of leading like this, or... Now, the biggest idea is you kind of trap something in with Miraidon and they're forced to make a very quick decision. That's how we want to play. We want to make sure that they feel pressured. I like my Chi-Yu here, and the question is who I'm bringing in the back, because, you know, we see Tailwind, we see... I don't know if they'll bring Farig. Like, it'll be annoying if I see Farig out front. I actually think it'd be fine to lead Chi-Yu Gothitelle, have Miraidon in the back. And Whimsicott. I like Whimsicott, because I don't want to just get outright beat by Tailwind. And Chi-Yu will be able to force a lot of pressure onto the Calyrex, so... Pretty much Chi-Yu is my answer to Calyrex. It really is. Alright. So we see Calyrex Shadow and Torn. I'm actually really fine with this. Because all I really got to do is they do have Taunt, which is kind of annoying. But just going for Snarl, switching into my Whim. Because like I could see them just going for Astral so that they can kind of take out what they need to, and just kind of go from there. Knocks me down to my Sash, which is annoying, but as you can see, the amount of damage is incredible. I am literally just going to protect my Whim on this turn, because, you know, actually, I'm going to just go for Tailwind. Because if they predict and go for Bleak Wind themselves, to where they can just knock out Chi-Yu, that would actually be worse than if they just taunt Whimsicott and they get the Oko with Astral. Because, yeah, I don't want to be risking that at all. And there we go. Perfect. It's like, now I don't have Tailwind, which is kind of annoying, but I'm free to just kind of bring out my next Mon. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save Chi-Yu for when Tailwind is done. I do want to discharge. That's the hard part. They did Terra Ghost, so they can't Terra Dark, which is nice. I am going to discharge. I think Gothitelle will just go down this turn. But, like, what Discharge does is it just allows me to get the double knockout here and forces their last Mon to have to be able to win this, you know, and it probably still can. I think I might still be faster with Miraidon, so. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. If it was like Chi-Yu, would have been a problem, but you know, like if I solo target something, Electro Drift, like into like the Urshi, I still have a problem because Torn is going to be faster. So it really was kind of my last out there. Um, I do think leading Chi Yu again is really what I want to do. And let's see. It's tough because like I really want to be able to I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead Chi Yu and then I might just immediately try to set Tailwind. Have Maridon in the back, of course. And Gothitell's really not super strong here, so I'm going to go with my Urshi. There's their Chi Yu. Okay. So we'll get to see who's faster. I am just going to go for Terra Ground, Terra Blast into their Chi Yu. And I could even just take out the Torn here, too. I'm going to do this really quick. And then being able to Snarl spam will be really, really good. So we'll kind of see. Okay, goes for Heat Wave. Luckily, we dodge, so we know that their Chi Use is going to be most likely faster. Which is a gamble I'm okay with. I'm okay with that gamble. Kali Shadow does come out. I'm going to just hard switch into Urshifu. It might be better to Encore Lock Torn. But then you get the KO into Whim, and I really don't like that, so. Perfect. I am okay with this. Okay. Gets the one shot. But now we do threaten with the Snarl. This is a little bit of a bad situation, honestly, though. Because I can Snarl here, and it'll take Calyrex down to, you know, around this 30% mark. The hard part is Astral is just going to be able to kill Whim, and that could be really bad, so. Goes for Sucker, which is actually what I wanted to see. I know that they get the Oko here with Astral. Yeah, it's over. That's okay. I think the reason I played this wrong is because, like, I didn't need to worry about just Okoing the Chi Yu, because me locking myself into Terra Ground, Terra Blast was actually fairly rough. It's, like, because then they were just able to bring in the Kali, so. You know, I actually think I might go for a bit of a Trick Room and go for like an Urshi sweep. I think I might do that. Yeah, I don't mind that. I'm going to go for Trick Room. They do have Dark Pulse, which is a little bit annoying. And they do have Overheat, which is also kind of scary. I think locking myself into Snarl is fine. If they Overheat, though, I think I'm in a fine position. Do I need Terra for anything else? No. I'm just going to do that. And that's absolutely fine. Because now, I was going to say, missing the Chi Yu is kind of unfortunate. But, so now you can just Tailwind, right? You know what? You Tailwind. But I'm locked into Snarl. Like, if you switch in Calyrex, You're in a terrible spot. And I'm just going to lock myself into Aqua Jet. Yeah. Because I really don't want the Chi-Yu to go down. Okay. Let's see, let's see. Um. It's tough because, like, I know you have Overheat. I know you're going to Terra Ghost. I don't necessarily know how much that's going to do. I feel like that will kill Urshi with the special attack drop. But I think it's better to get... I think... Because I think Aqua Jet into Calyrex next turn is actually going to save me this game. So... Wow. It still was enough to kill. That's okay. Hey, the Calyrex team, it's tough. It's tough. But we'll showcase the little bit of the power with Urshi. It was a really solid play for them to just go for Overheat there. I was expecting that, but didn't really respect it too much. And we needed to respect it a little bit more, which is fine. But that's the hard part with a team like this, is you really do have to play very predict heavy. But I might get to showcase the text here. So this is where things get a little bit more fun. The hardest one that's going to be able, like, to be beaten is this. However, as long as I can play around it, I get to showcase, like, why this team is so fun and just ridiculously cool. There's so many options that this team can kind of go for. So now this is where the team is fun. So what you do, just go for some Volt Switch into Terapagos. And Terapagos can actually just go for Calm Mind here, which is a bit annoying. However, the amount of things that I can do with this kind of, like, Volt Switch into Terapagos, go for Calm Mind, I fake out the Rillaboom. Like, there's a lot that I can do in this turn. Because breaking the Terra Shell is huge. And it's like, yes, you can Calm Mind here, which is scary. Like, I could bring in Indeedee, but because they haven't Terra'd yet, I want to create some pressure. I'm going to go for Close Combat into Terapagos, and I'm going to switch into Indeedee. Because they're going for Calm Mind stuff, that shows me that they're bulky. So I don't know if I don't expect them to have very much bulk investment. And what that tells me is Urshi should be faster. Urshi's 12 points faster in base speed, so they'd have to invest quite a bit of speed. And even though I have no speed investment, you'd still have to invest quite a bit of speed to be able to ensure that you outspeed. And this is why Gothitel's so strong. Can't switch. We switch into Indeedee, take out the Terapagos. Perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. Because now I still have Miraidon. I have the one Scary Mon. Here's Clefairy. Where I think now, good of time as ever, to kind of just bring in my Miraidon and really just slowly kind of pivot around these Mons. I'm going to just Close Combat because I expect them to go for Fake Out into Miraidon. So this is kind of one of those plays where it's like a free Volt Switch. And if they don't, they just go for the kill into Urshifu. Good for them. Yeah, that's okay. It's perfectly fine. Because having terrain advantage is all I was wanting to have. And if they decide they want to switch out their Rillaboom, I just punish them for it. So, all right, sweet. Do you have Protect? No.
When was the last time I took a road trip? How many national parks could I hit in 2 weeks?
Let me skip past the ad. Haha. Skip pasting ad. And because you can't switch, we're just in a phenomenal spot now. Cool. And I mean, your last Mon, even if it is, like, worst case would have been Flutter because of the Sash. But all I really have to do is just spam into the Chi-Yu slot. Because the Chi-Yu slot is the only one that's really going to be causing me, you know, causes me, like, OHKO potential. Yeah, because we've got Woodhammer, Grassy Glide, U-Turn. Sorry for all the background noises. My cat is enjoying being in the room. Perfect. Down goes Chi-Yu. Get a little bit of chip with the Expanding Force. And, yeah. We finish up that round pretty nice and smooth, I would say. There it is. Perfect. Now we can go into our next game. All right. I'm going to turn down this music just a little bit for me. Keep it about the same volume for you guys. Seems like it might be a little loud. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Now I think I still can go with the same type of idea. Except I'm actually just going to go with I want Chip before I just lead Urshi. So I'll kind of do this. And then Indeedee was cool because it just like being able to switch up the terrain and kind of mess with them like that is nice. However, I think I'm just going to go Whimsicott Urshifu in this one. Because I can just like get myself speed control. I could see them going for Protect here. So, yeah, I could see them going for Protect. So I'm just going to do this just to guarantee that I switch out. Well, I guess like I don't lose anything. Like if they Protect here, I don't necessarily lose anything. Because all that's going to do is then next turn I just Volt Switch the Terapagos slot again and taunt it. So that's why Gothitelle is so good. It's because Gothitelle has so many different uses. See, exactly. I break the Terra Shell, and I'm able to ensure that I get my move off. It's tough because I want to bring out Urshifu, and I think I'm going to. I think I'm still just going to bring out Urshifu. Because, yeah, here comes the Calm Mind. Alright, and I think I am going to just Terra Ghost, so I guarantee a live here. And I'm going to switch into Whim. Actually, I'm going to Terra Ghost, Close Combat Terapagos, and I'm going to switch into Miraidon. See, and this is where Gothitelle is such a valuable asset to a Miraidon team. Because Volt Switching into something that has an offensive advantage, it's incredible what pressure it can kind of output. And it just showcases here. So, goes for the Terra Starstorm into Miraidon. But Urshifu ends up taking it out. The Woodhammer cannot take out the Urshifu yet, so in just a really good spot now. If Flutter is in the back here, it could be problematic. If Flutter's in the back, and it's not. So we are in a phenomenal spot. I'm just going to spam another Close Combat. Urshifu's pretty much done the work that I need it to. And if I can get another KO into a slot, I mean, then Urshifu's just really getting done what it needs to. So, yeah. There we go. I can bring out Goth. We get the Clefairy slot, and that's just massive. It really is. And Rillaboom does take out the Urshi. However, Chiyu comes out. I'm gonna bring out Miraidon, as weird as that might be, because what I can do is I can just fake out this slot, U-turn or Volt Switch into it, and then Whimsicott Miraidon should be able to just win the game. So, yeah. Because the special defense drop from Chiyu is really nice. I have Sash on Whimsicott, and I mean, I expect you to probably go for the Gothitelle slot. So, yeah, I don't really care. I don't care about this slot, because I know that with terrain advantage, Miraidon just one-shots it. Heatwave was the right play. Cool. I don't mind the burn on Gothitelle. Would have minded the burn on Whim, but it's not happening, so we're good. I am just going to go for the Expanding Force into Rillaboom. If they let me get it, sweet, because then I just take out Rillaboom. So, if I don't get it, that will be fine, because then I can just let Miraidon do what Miraidon does best and get one-shots. So, I wish I still had Terra for Whimsicott to just Terra Ground. But I think the best play is for Whimsicott to, I was going to say just possibly protect, but there goes the Heat Wave. Miraidon comes back out. And they went for Fake Out. Don't know why. Oh, it's because they ran out of time. So I'll just lock them into Fake Out, guarantee the win. But yeah, I think like one of the biggest things that I've noticed with this team, and for something that you guys can do too, is the biggest reason on why like I feel like I won the MSS was it was just a good call going into the tournament. It wasn't like I was counter teaming individuals like really, really hard either. It's more that I was kind of preparing for matchups that I thought I could see commonly. And just really, really heavily was ready for them. So I think going into any tournament, you really want to make sure the team that you're bringing is really good into what you think you're going to be seeing the most of. All right, so we see a Groudon. Now, one of the biggest things with Groudon is it's like, Groudon, to be honest with you, it's rough right now. It's a hard position to be in for our big guy. Because it's not that Groudon's bad, but right now Groudon's just not good. Right now what I think I'm actually going to do is I might just lead Gothitelle and DD. I know Incineroar would be kind of aggravating to see, but like I don't necessarily think like I just lose to an Incineroar lead. So, yeah. That's what I thought, is like they would want to lead something along these lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to Terra Psychic Expanding Force. I'm positive I'm faster than the Groudon, and I'm going to Helping Hand. Yeah, I think I can get it. Yeah, let's see it. Oh, it's so close. It is so close. And you missed the Gothitelle. Ooh. That's just unfortunate. Alright. Because I know that I get both of them and they can't switch, I just go for the follow me play here, just in case Raging Bolt was faster, which it's not, so in just a really solid spot. I think I can just go for expanding again, of course, like, because I outsped the Groudon, right? Yeah, I outsped the Groudon. So I'm going to take the Groudon, which is just incredible. And I don't know if Helping Hand is going to be enough to take out Flutter. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to Trick Room. Moonblast does do enough, which is unfortunate. However, I have an Urshi. And Urshifu is just super, super good. Even in the sun. Even in the sun. Dang. That was a good play. We do see the Covert Cloak on, and a crit. A critical hit. Ooh. I'm gonna actually... I know Press of Blades is coming. I kind of need to reverse the Trick Room, though, which is just so awkward. Perfect. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Okay. The hard part is thinking about what's going to be better. I think just Pulse into Groudon and Trick Room. He just goes for Rage Powder, which was a solid play, because if Press of Blades double connects, which it does, should solidify the win. I played that a little bit awkward, which is perfectly fine. I want to see how much this does. See how strong it is. It's a very... that's a very invested Flutter main. So, cool. Alright. Now that I know kind of what I'm going up against, I think this is just going to be really nice. So Helping Hand Moonblast does just KO Goth. With that knowledge... I think Goth and DD is still the lead. Actually no. I'm gonna go Miraidon, Whimsicott, Goth and DD. Yeah. It's fine. Perfect. Your Terra Electric, your Terra Fairy. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll probably just Volt Switch this slot and Moonblast this slot. Perfect. I'll bring out Gothitelle. Do that special attack drop. Clutch. Because I know... because I know that I'm faster, I think it's fine just to go for the Expanding Force play. No? Yeah. Perfectly fine. Gothstell goes down, but I get chip into both of them? Now it's a little bit awkward. But it's like I really just need to get this slot. You body press, okay. Yep, take out the Raging Bolt there. And then, who's our last mon? Moongus. Okay. I think just going for Protect. And then just dealing as much chip as I can. Yep. Yeah, and that's fine. Like, well played. Because what I'm going to do here is... I think I just... Terra... I think I have to go for Terra Electric. I think I have to. Because I think it's the only way Groudon for sure goes down. Because if I Terra Ground and he Rage Powders, I'm just going to get redirected. Okay. That para was probably pretty big. But there we go. Yeah. All right. Sweet. And finally, being able to kind of finish off and see what my opponent leads. It was weird that they led this Because in my eyes, that's really weak to this. I might just do this again then. And taking out Flutter as early as I did, like, that was huge. Flutter, I think, is their main win con. And that's the whole reason why I keep bringing Whimsicott. Yeah, there's Flutter again. So what I can do here is I can go for Trick Room. I'm going to go for a regular Expanding Force. And I'm going to try to Trick Room. Get that out of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? But now I'm slower than Groudon. I didn't even think about that. However, just gonna go for another one. And Dazzling Gleam. He's like, haha, ate my berry. I can dodge. I didn't dodge. That's fine. I don't think I can Encore. I know I kill Groudon, and I can just follow me, whatever stuff kind of comes out. I'm in a predicament here. Because if they kill right here, they do miss Indeedee, which is the miss that I needed them to. Okay. I think I messed up setting Trick Room. Because, like, me being so... that's so big for me. Oh my gosh. I don't think I can win this, to be honest. Like, I just don't. Because Groudon's immune to the electric moves. Like, I messed up bad. Okay, there's D-Gleam. And probably still just another Press-It Blades. Yeah. Okay, so here's the win con. It's a small win con, but it's a win con. I was going to say, I have to hope Press-It Blade starts missing. But, you know, they played well, and, you know, we got our outs out. Alright, well, like I'm saying, I think, like, one of the big things that I just want to encourage with this is, even though I'm 1-2 in the video, the big thing that I want to be able to help people in understanding in VGC is it's like, you know, being able to take a victory on something like an MSS or like a big tournament, you don't necessarily need the team that's doing the best on ladder. You need to be able to lock in and realize, like, the team that you're bringing is good into what you think is coming. A lot of Miraidon mirrors came, and this does phenomenal into Miraidon stuff. It just does. And Chi-Yu is a really good answer into CSR. But is there things that I need to change with the team? Absolutely. Is there things that the team does really well? Absolutely. Like, this team is incredible. Even though I went 1-2 today, I will still say that this team is really good. I really appreciated it. I do think, though, it is outdated now, but I did want to share this team. I wanted to showcase this, and over these next few weeks, I'm hoping to start putting out some, like, really interesting content involving the deep dives into the meta. So I really hope you guys look forward to just kind of hearing more about, you know, me ramble. And I'm very close to my Worlds invite, so hoping to get that, hoping to get into NAIC still, even though might not. If I don't, probably the end of my season. But hoping I can so that I can solidify a Worlds invite and maybe even do really well into NAIC. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope you guys all continue to live large. Thank you so much for your support. I will see you later. Peace.